Welcome back to Survival Everybody, episode 35. I think what we're going to do right away is get we're going to put canola in this field, and then the other first field back there, we're going to do oats, just so we can get something growing while it's doing nothing. It's been sitting here for a while. Time to get going on this. Again, we kept it perfect, I think, distance away from the fence. This works out great, and I love the way this field curves like this. It's got very natural look to it. So I think after we get this planted, what we'll do is we'll get the next field made, but I think before that we'll get a sheep pen in. I think I'm just gonna go with the smallest sheep pen so it can go on a hill. There is a bit of a slope there by that silo where I plan on putting it, and then we don't have to worry about leveling anything and going through all that. Man, that's a heavy going up that hill there. Man, this is I still can't believe how good this turned out. It just seems so amazing from what it looked like before. Now, was there a hump there? We went over something. Yeah, there was a bit of a hump here. That could have been better. But if we level it out now, I think it'll erase the field if I do that, so we'll just have to deal with it. Let's see how this goes around this corner. Not too bad. You don't want it right up against the fence because it causes issues. And then I think we might actually buy a new water tank. We'll see how it goes because I don't know if we're going to get the sheep in right away. We might just wait for a future episode, but I do want to get the pen put in. We have to buy a baler so we can give the sheep food when we need to. So we'll tackle this, and we'll see you in a few minutes. That is that. We will have to get this weeded. Make sure we don't forget to do that. I think what we'll do is get this topped up because there's no reason for the seed or the fertilizer to sit in our shed over here. I guess it's just seed. I thought we had some fertilizer, but I guess we don't. Anyway, we might as well top it up. Eventually, pretty soon, we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do with these sheds here. If we're going to leave this one here and then add another one, or what we're going to do. There we go. Make sure we're in range here. We also have that tote down at the house. I don't know if I can reach that bag. I'll just drag it over here a little bit. There we go. Not quite. Yeah, we'll have to buy more fertilizer at some point. And who knows, maybe we'll get a nice shed for these cedars and whatnot up here. That's probably what we'll end up doing. Like I said before, a viewer mentioned that we should, you know, make this into gravel here for a parking lot for these implements, but I think we might just park these in a shed up above. Although the plow should probably stay outside. Depends on what kind of a shed we get. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I don't know what we're going to do here. It's kind of like a weird spot. See, this is like... Maybe we should put the sheep pen here now that I'm sitting and thinking about it. Because originally... Let's take a look here. Sheep. Yeah, I want to go with the small one just because I guess we will have to fill it with water too. I don't want it to be a nuisance. I just want it to be nice. Something a little extra. Originally planning to put it down here with the tree, give them some shade. And obviously the fences work great on hills. It just adapts. You don't have to worry about it. Something like in there. And then we got to get all this fixed up with the roads and leveled out here by the silo. But since this works on a hill, well, we could put it here. So it ain't so useless. But we're going to lose our turnaround there. If you go this way, it ain't going to work either. I mean, we can obviously adapt the roads either way to make this work. But I don't think so. I think we gotta figure out something else, whether it's bushes, trees, or something there. I don't know. Maybe we should put like a solar panel or something there. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of things. Okay, so we'll put this down here. This only costs, what, 26,000? We got everything in front. We can dump the food. Probably get it right up against the fence, I suppose. They're somewhat close. I mean, I want the tree in their pen. Alright, let's check that out. See how that turned out. I hope it's decent. It should. Those fences adapt pretty well to terrain like that. Actually, don't look too bad. Goes up the side of the hill here. Oh, I guess the feeding trough's in the ground. But for the most part, it should work, I think. Yeah, that's kind of a bummer of that trough. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, let's flatten it out. I'm not going to be happy about it. Let's refund... What was it? 26,000. Wow. Yeah, that's half. So we got to get another 13 for that to get our money back on that. Okay, so let's do some leveling. Kind of looking at maybe using this one. It might look a little bit better. But again, you're talking about 80 sheep versus 15, so I think it would get to be a little overwhelming. Right. Should we maybe go at an angle? Alright, how does that look? There we go, that's a little bit better. Now we'll just gotta soften up the area around it. I don't know if we're gonna do the whole... We might just do gravel on this whole road here instead of keeping the dirt, but I'll leave it right there for now, I think. Let's put a couple bushes here. Yeah, I kind of like that. I put this little spot here originally to maybe put a shed there for the grass bales. Maybe we should just leave it open. Let's take a look here and see what we got. Something nice and simple. I was thinking, well, this is almost too big. Or even something like this, just to... I don't know how we're going to collect them, or even what kind of a baler we're going to get, if it's going to be round or square. Maybe we should just stack them outside. Yeah, let's leave them outside for now. I don't want to commit to a building over here right now. I mean, it's something we could do. But like I said, I don't want to worry about that. There was a little spot here too that I screwed up because there's a little point here, but I mean, that ain't... I guess it kind of makes it more realistic. Let's put a few bushes inside the sheep pen as well. Not too bad though. I mean, yeah. Alright, we'll put these trailers back, and then what we'll do is we're going to start on that next field and get that plowed up so we know where it's at. And I think, like I said, that might be the last field that we use for this series. The last one we'll make. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, I've been extremely impressed with this playthrough so far. Didn't expect it to turn out this good, but man, that house looks good. Now this pen here looks good on the left, and shaping up. Like I said, maybe we'll just put some trees here or something. We got to get our new shed built at some point up there. But I want to get this field in first and see what things start to look like. This will have to be widened in here. We could always move the road over too, is another thing, because we don't have to keep it where it's at. But I think it kind of gives it personality when it turns like that. So we might just leave it there. Otherwise we could like make it come this way, but then this is all useless unless we plant. Unless we put the field going in this way. We'll see what this looks like. We'll get this started over here. I want to make sure I got enough room. I don't want to go too close to the edge. But I don't want to be too far away either. We'll see what happens. It's all marked out where the cones are, so we should be able to see where we're at right away without having to guess where the line is. Bit of a hill here. Could always go ahead and flatten some of this out too and then plow back over it. And we got the edge. See how close we should go here. Oh, there's a dip here, ain't there? Yeah, there is. Let's turn. There's the cones. Probably leave these trees here, I think. Yeah, the edge is like right there. And then we'll go straight back. 'Cause I'm kind of eager to see how big this field's gonna be here. Probably could have went over farther just a little bit. Maybe we'll come back then again, we don't want to get too close either. Get a good outline here and we'll see what we're working with. I was thinking this field might be kind of small, but actually it's probably going to be the biggest one out of the three. Glad we got a big plow for this. Better get over a little bit, getting close to that edge. We might actually delete the cones after this, because then we kind of know right where the edge is. Oh, there's a stump, look at that. Good thing we got our handy dandy stump grinder, we can take care of that right away. But I might wait until the end here, because there might be more. Alright, let's take a look and see how big that is. In comparison to the other one, I'd say they're pretty close, I think, to being the same. Yeah, they're pretty close, I think. Alright, I'm gonna tackle this. And then we'll see how it looks. And that is the last of it. Well, let's take a look, shall we? Definitely a non-square field, which is good. Actually, they look better when they're not square. We're gonna probably, like I said, have to invest in a bigger combine, though. This here, we should probably smooth that out. Otherwise, it's gonna cause an issue down the line, I think. Oh, that's nice. The field state is still plowed there, so we don't have to worry about going over it again. This here, too. Well, that looks really weird. We might have to... we're gonna have to do this here. It's just not looking good. We could, like I said, if we wanted to change the roadway over here, then we could make this field kind of come out a little bit this way, but I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I kind of like it wrapping around right there. It's going to have to, if we're going to gravel this road, which I think we're going to. Or should we make it mud like the other one? Or dirt? It'll have to transition when we get to the end right here, otherwise it's not gonna... Because we obviously don't own this over here. Let's get this taken care of and then we'll think about that. Because on the other hand, I don't know if we want to put gravel around the whole thing. It might make it kind of... I don't know, boring? I don't know if that's the right word to use, but... It all looks the same. Probably definitely leave that dirt road going up by our silo, I think. Grab our new skid steer. We upgraded this on the previous episode. It handles pallets a lot better. Our other older Bobcat with just the wheels, it couldn't even handle, well, it could handle one honey pallet, but if you did two, it would tip. This one's handled 3 honey pallets, which is like insane for balance. Let's take this thing down the hill. We only managed to get 2 stumps. That's pretty good for how many trees we took down. It's kind of hard to see these things. I'm hoping that it's good, that there's not grass under that stump. What are we gonna put in this field? We don't have a planter yet to do corn. I do want to get one. We do have the cash for a few items, but like I said, I think we're going to want to get a bigger combine. And if we get a bigger combine, we're not going to want to get a corn header for the one we currently have. It'd be a waste of money. Let's see, before we run away, yeah, see, it's going to need to be limed anyway. We could go ahead and lime it real quick. Doesn't take that long to do. It's using a lot of lime. This must be our biggest field. I suppose we could go out and look at the map and see how close it is. No, I gotta shorten this up, we're gonna run out. Going through it pretty quick. There we go. I won't worry about that other strip on the end. Yeah, let's go ahead and put a dirt road in here. I am eager to see that. What do you think? Might look a little overgrown, a little shabby, but that's what keeps it realistic, I think. Not too bad. Let's get a good flyover view as we come to the close on this episode. Wow, what a long ways we've come on this series. I miss crazy. I never would have envisioned it looking like this when we started. But here we are. Yeah, it's definitely the biggest field. Let's look at the map. It is pretty close to the... Well, actually our grass field's pretty big too. Yeah. So what I think I will do is off camera kind of decide what we're going to do with this field. Maybe price out some equipment. Kind of a strategy on which way we should go. Like I said, we need a planter, but we also want to get a bigger harvester. We got to get some, you know, a shed put in where our cabin is. We might have to take a couple of these trees down. I'd like to probably put this white fence a little bit on this side too, I think. The question is how far down would you run? Maybe to like this tree or something. I really don't want to go all the way. I mean, we could go over here, I guess. Just might not seem quite right. But it's a few things to think about. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you on the next episode.